Two games, we talked about you guys learned a lot the first game. What'd you learn in this one?
Yeah, I think just similar stuff. Like I think, we had great stretches and then sometimes just, letting them back in for no reason. So I think that's the nice part about playing two of the best teams in the league. The first two games of the year is they kind of show you where you're at, and, we got a lot of stuff to work on and get better at, but just proud to, go into two hard buildings and get two wins against two great teams.
How did you feel? Were you seeing the puck well? What was the reason for your success that you saw?
Yeah, I think, did some stuff well, did some stuff that I want to clean up, and just, this is like one of the best buildings to play in. It feels like a playoff game no matter when you're in here, so get to play against, some of the best players on the planet, try to elevate your game, and, I did that tonight, which was fun.
As you get to the end of a game and you get overtime and you get a show, does that also add to what you guys are learning early in the season?
Yeah, you just want to, once you get to OT, it's just like, let's just have some fun and try to score. So, just proud of the guys and, had some big goals in the shootout and fun to come out of here with a win.
Is there anything you guys are learning about the tweaks you're making? Like, is this kind of expected to have some chaos and things like that early on with the defensive system?
Yeah, I think, for I don't want to speak for the guys, but I think when you, play away for, 3 years, then it's kind of ingrained in you. So, I think that'll just take time for guys to do it instinctually. But, I think just, the things that goalies harps on, just I couldn't agree more with, and just, blocking shots, sticking up for the goalie, guys fight, step up. So the stuff that he's been harping on has been awesome, and it's been really fun to play for him so far.
I know it didn't count in the end, but what do you think seeing Scott standing behind that net when Robertson's shot goes in?
Yeah. I feel like I've watched those two do breakaways against each other more than like anything on the planet. So it's those guys have a good little rivalry going. So I'm sure Roe will be tripping them. That's for sure. So
is there a transition for you when you go from overtime to shootout? Anything you do mentally?
No, I think just I'm just trying to have fun. It's such a it's your time to shine kind of. So it's it's great to step up tonight, and I just wish OT was 5 minutes longer. That would be a lot more fun, but maybe in a few years.
Chaos, it seems like.
Yeah, different types of chaos between the two games. Tonight was kind of like holding back an avalanche, but glad we got 2-9 back there to bail us out. We'll take the 2 points, obviously, but there's some things we got to clean up and do better.
Do you know when Jake's on his game? It just seemed like
every night.
It seems that way.
Every night he's coming to play.
How much of this do you guys attribute to the changes that you're making defensively? It's going to take time. Glenn's even said that.
Yeah, it's going to take time, but I think we expect more of ourselves than that. They pretty thoroughly outplayed us, and we have to do a better job of breaking the puck out, forechecking, and just kind of making smart decisions.
When you got opportunities, it seems like you made smart plays, sent people to the net. These are things Glenn talks to us about, that it is simple. But, when you got opportunities, you took advantage of them.
Yeah, we have some skilled forwards in this room that can put some goals on the back of the net, and thank goodness that they put them in there tonight.
What was it like facing Scott Wedgwood? I know you've done it before, but it just seems like a couple of players were very hyped up to try and score.
Yeah, there's a little extra when we play Wedgie. So that was my first one against him, so I was happy about that. But Robo has his number, which is funny.
Were you expecting that pass from Mikko?
Not really. Just kind of floating in some open space, and I don't know, he just threw it there, and thank goodness I hit it hard.
Have you guys noticed some more creativity? It just seems like you're making some more plays for more freely than maybe before.
I think so. Golly's freed us up a little bit to a little bit more road hockey, I think, as he calls it. So that's just a little more freelancing, just kind of making reads, playing hockey out there, and a little less robotic.
Since we got you here, what have you seen from Nels? 2 really good games for him.
Yeah, he's been great. It starts with his defense. He's very solid back there, and then offensively, we've always known he could make plays with the puck. So as long as we're defending well, we're gonna have the puck and make some good plays.
I think the biggest thing is that we need to get to another level. They
took it to us for a lot of that game, and so it's obviously awesome to come out with a win. But I think we can be a little bit happier with our game overall.
Do you need to? Do you see that if you stick with it, you can make plays as a team, and it doesn't matter what the shots on goal are. You can just find a way.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a great team. We got great players. We can make plays. We can see the ice really well, and so I think it's really important to find a really good balance in making plays and also making the smart play. So 2 games in the year. We got a long ways to go. It's too early, but definitely good to start with 2 wins.
I know it's been a year now, but what's it like playing against Scott Wedgwood, especially for you getting a 3-quarter ice breakaway on him?
Yeah. It's good. He's obviously a great goalie. We all loved him here. Treated me really, really well. So, it's definitely fun to compete against especially a goalie and someone you've shot on a ton of times. So just fun competing, especially against someone pretty well.
Do you think you were on the ice? Did you have any clue what was going on when that Robertson puck went off the boards and in?
I was kind of circling back. I was I didn't really see a whole lot of it, but kind of wild. It would have been nice if it counted, but weird play for sure.
What about Jake? Obviously, just came up with several huge plays, especially in the late going overtime. All of it.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. I think everyone knows by now how good he is, and he showed it tonight. Just an amazing goalie.
What's going through your mind? You blocked that shot on Taves, and then you're coming in on the breakaway. Like, are you thinking, what am I going to do? Or are you looking at what he's doing?
Honestly, I was worried my stick was broken, so I knew I wasn't going to shoot. I knew I was going to deke, and so that's kind of my go-to deke if I'm not going to shoot. Usually I like to shoot on breakaways and situations like that, but I don't know. I had no clue if my stick was still in good shape, so lucky enough it was, but I kind of just tried to make a move, not have to put too much pressure on my stick.
We learned we have to get better. We were outplayed. Listen, I'm just going to state the obvious here. I don't know if I've seen a goalie performance like that since Jake Oettinger against Calgary. At some point I was watching him play a game like that. And I thought, wow, and that's what I think tonight. He stole us the game. Plain and simple, he stole us the game, and there's probably nothing else to talk about personnel-wise other than that.
Is there something to be said for going into 2 tough barns like this and coming out with 4 points?
Yeah, as a coach, though, this one leaves a little sour taste in your mouth. But, you got to look at it. I'm trying to look at it this way. I told the guys after the game is, there's growth that has to take place here. You can't be in your zone that much and get out. Basically we lost a lot of battles. And when you do that, there's no system that can protect you. Even though I thought, system-wise, our D zone, we held in there, but we have to do a whole bunch of things better. And I said earlier, this is a growth game, and we need to grow from it because we need to get better.
What's your approach when you see the game going like that? You mentioned you're getting outplayed. Is there anything you do to kind of try to reel that in?
Stay calm, because if you, and that's what I've learned over the years, is that if you start to hyperventilate on the bench and get all crazy, and it gets worse. So at the end of the day, just stay calm. Keep telling the guys we got to we got to get playing. We got to get playing. We things you can do, adjustments, and but that's what I've learned. Just stay calm, and we ended up getting some points today. But yeah, again, there's growth that needs to take place. In addition to Jake, there were a couple of little things. Bastian gets his goal going to the net, and Ritzkovian with the fight to support Rope. So just things that you're looking for. Yeah. No, if you look at that second period, our supposedly fourth line with Fax and Bast, they get a goal, but they also get a face-off that gets a goal. They ham them in that gets a goal. So they were part of 2 goals really, and they actually had 3 good shifts to kind of change the momentum a little bit. That's important. That's important, and we needed probably more of that from more guys. But there are some spots there that helped out. But again, it's a growth game.
How have you felt about that physicality you wanted, at least from our perspective? It looks like a more physical team.
Oh yeah. We're we're battling, right? And we talk about it all the time. And you look at Ritzy tonight, and you look at, I look at the block shots. We're talking grit in a different way. Finishing checks, blocking shots, sticking up for one another. Rallying around, and I think it's there. I think it's there. And but tonight it was our goalie.